Hello, and welcome to the Thomas Walter Josey Comprehensive High School virtual graduation celebration. I am Dr. Chauncey Scott, principal of T.W. Josey Comprehensive High School. The 2019-2020 school year has been unprecedented as we experience coronavirus-related school closures, changes in how we learn and teach, shared many stories of hope in the midst of disappointment. I am proud to have witnessed the resilient spirit and positive outlook the T.W. Josey High School class of 2020 has displayed through these changing times. Today is about you, a celebration of your achievement. On behalf of the Richmond County Board of Education, we are proud of your accomplishments and commend your hard work and effort to reach this important milestone.
To Dr. Kenneth Bradshaw, Superintendent of the Richmond County School System, distinguished board members, Dr. Scott, Principal of Thomas Walter Josey Comprehensive High School, administrators, faculty and staff, family and friends, and especially to you, Class of 2020, good evening. Today is a special day. It is the 53rd commencement service of T.W. Josey Comprehensive High School. As I pondered the contents of this salutatorian address, there were a myriad of things that crossed my mind. I researched previous speeches, yet none seemed appropriate enough for me. First, I would like to thank my Heavenly Father because without Him, all things are impossible, but with Him, everything is possible. Next, I would like to thank my elementary and middle school teachers that helped me to start my journey. The teachers, both current and former of T.W. Josey, who relentlessly and tirelessly labor in preparing and pushing us for the next chapter of our lives. I would like to give a special thanks to Mrs. Gay Randolph, Mr. Isaac, Coach Jackson, and Ms. Staniszewski, and others for the moments that you spent preparing me for what awaits me beyond high school. I would also like to thank Coach Chapman and Mrs. Simmons for embracing me as their own and lavishing their love and attention on me these past 2 years. Next, Coach Bailey. Thank you so very much for showing me things that were beyond my way of thinking. Thank you for being an exceptional role model for me. In the words of Booker T. Washington, excellence is to do a common thing in an uncommon way. Who would have thought that I, Takiva Cooper from Dogwood Terrace, the Southside Projects as some would call them, would be standing here today before you as the salutatorian presenting a speech? Nobody, right? People would always look at me and stereotype me based on the neighborhood where I grew up. I could have easily become a product of my environment, but thanks to my mom, I'm the total opposite, and I thank her for that. Thank you, Mom, for pushing me to be great. Thank you for helping me stay focused and stay on the right track. Thank you for helping me get to one of the many accomplishments that I will encounter. I would also like to thank my family for being the best support system ever. Class of 2020, we did it. We made it. In a couple of minutes, we will go from high school seniors to high school graduates. I just want all of you to know that I am proud of every one of you for successfully getting through this chapter. Let's look at this moment and decide our next steps. Some of us will become college students, some military personnel, others will go into the workforce. No matter what path you take, do it with greatness. We are not finished, Class of 2020. We are just beginning. COVID-19 gave us a big surprise, but still, we did it. I am extremely proud of all of you. I wish all of you the best. Our future starts here and now. It is time that we go out and make our mark on the world as we become doctors, lawyers, teachers, hairstylists, electricians, etc. Let's take the world by storm, Class of 2020. Lastly, in the remembrance of my grandmother, I see you. I did it. Daddy, I did it. Class of 2020, congratulations. Thank you.
To Dr. Kenneth Bradshaw, Superintendent of Richmond County School System, distinguished board members, Dr. Scott, Principal of Thomas Walter Josey Comprehensive High School, faculty, staff, parents, family, and especially to you, the graduation class of 2020. Good evening. It gives me great pleasure to stand here before you on this day of recognition and on this special occasion. I choose to begin by acknowledging and thanking our parents, guardians, teachers, and other supporters for believing in us and contributing their love into our lives until this moment. Let me pause by giving honor and respect to my parents for everything that they have done to get me to this special day. Thank you, Dad and Mom. My parents are definitely the true definition of great parents. It is because of who they are that I fully understand who I am. If it were not for the two of them, I would not be standing here today. So Dad, Mom, I really appreciate all that you have done and that you continue to do. Always know that I love you both very much. Class of 2020. As we celebrate our high school journey, we think of the best times and the worst times of our high school experience. Despite all the hardships, the uncertainties, the misunderstanding of adults, canceled events, exams, standardized tests, etc., we finally can say we made it. Although this senior year did not end as we had expected due to the coronavirus pandemic, we still have fond memories at our times at TW Josey. The coronavirus pandemic serves as some unexpected circumstances and situations, yet here we stand on this day ready to embark upon a new chapter of our lives. We will not get the last 2 months of our senior year back, but this moment is what we were striving for anyway. Now is the time to purpose ourselves and strive for everything that our hearts desire. It is not the time to settle for less. These uncertain times have afforded me the opportunity to reflect and understand those things that are important. Those things that are important to me are gratefulness and forgiveness. We must employ them both in order to live in freely in the abundance of love without judgment. It is time that we respect ourselves as well as others more than we have in the past. We should want to learn, to grow, and experience things for ourselves. As for my male friends, we have a lot to work to do mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It is imperative that we as kings maximize every potential that we have. It is time for us to put down all the unwarranted and unwanted negativity that exists in and among us. It is time we take our place and become mighty men of valor. To my female friends, I would be remiss if I did not ask of you to put on your crown and adorn your regalia as queens should and walk in the epitome of dignity and grace. Never forget that you were born a queen and your purpose here on earth is far more greater than what you settle for. It is time that we embody the spirits and actions of kings and queens. We were given the opportunity to prepare for what is to come. Now it's time to execute. It is time to enhance our futures. It is time to eliminate wasting time. It is time to make good choices. It is time. Class of 2020, we need to take advantage of the time and opportunities we have because they can be here today and gone tomorrow. I wish everyone great successes as this marks the turning point of our lives as we transition from high school students to future doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, teachers, leaders, etc. Most of all, we will transition into productive citizens. Let us be more than great and show the world what we're made of. In the words of Denzel Washington, without commitment, you'll never start. And without consistency, you will never finish. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you for joining the Thomas Walter Josey Comprehensive High School Class of 2020 virtual graduation ceremony. I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this special celebration for you and your family. Continue to stay strong and stay safe. Your future is bright and your best days are ahead of you.